Hi, my name is Isa Obradovich, and on Tuesday, January 13th, at around 11 in the morning, I was escorted out of my middle school art student teaching placement. I have a script that I'm going to be reading from because I want to be very careful with my words. On Tuesday, January 13th, at around 11 in the morning, I was escorted out of my middle school art student teaching placement. I was informed that the district received several complaints from concerned parents about the video I posted the day before. In the video, I spoke about turning down a sponsorship from Wayfair as they sell beds to, quote, a government contractor furnishing a federal detention center for migrants near the US-Mexico border, end quote. In this video, I said, fuck ICE, and at the end of the video, I put up my middle finger while saying that I believe that ICE agents should kill. I could certainly have chosen my words better and avoided using vulgar language and gestures, but my stance remains firm. I stand on the side of humanity and will not endorse any institution who supports ICE. I have chosen to keep the video visible on my page. My values and actions are always rooted in a deep love for humanity, including love for my own community members as a first-generation child of French and Peruvian immigrants. Members of my community are actively being killed and kidnapped en masse by ICE, a rogue paramilitary force that answers to the child rapist and 34-time felon who is currently President of the United States. I stand by my message, even if my choice of verbiage could have been more tactful. For full transparency, I've posted the email I sent to the district yesterday following my termination. Thankfully, I have the privilege of not needing to student teach in order to graduate. I've chosen to not pursue another student teaching placement since I figured similar issues would arise considering the size of my audience on social media. I don't want to comprise neither my values nor those of any school district. I will graduate without licensure, which I was not planning on applying for anyways because I don't intend to teach in the United States for the foreseeable future. I have the full support of my professors, which I'm so grateful for. Since around January of last year, I have been making arrangements to move to France after I graduate in May 2026. I'm a dual citizen and have been speaking French since before I even learned to speak English. I'm going to be fine. I plan to work as an artist for at least a year before continuing on to grad school. Also, I have enough credits to have graduated last semester because I've just taken so many classes for fun because I love school and learning. I'm very lucky that my circumstances have made it so that this situation has no real material repercussions for me. Of course, I am really disappointed that I won't get to student teach. This is something that I've been working towards for the entire time that I've been studying art education as an undergraduate. I really did give it my all in the 5.5 days that I had in the classroom. I had an absolute blast, and this experience has affirmed that I do want to teach art and that this is the path for me. It's just really unfortunate that this is how the experience came to an end. I want to respect the privacy of the district as I believe the crux of the issue does not lie with them directly. The problem is with the system at large, where education is treated as a personal investment, where the parents are the investors with the power to pressure teachers and even entire districts into capitulating to their personal beliefs. I've also made the decision to keep the district's name private in order to prevent this situation from harming Miami University's relationship with them. The last thing I want is for student teachers to have even more difficulty finding placements. This is a very rural area, and there's already not such a large selection of districts and schools available, and I don't want to jeopardize the placements of any future student teachers. A lot of folks have asked for my Venmo or GoFundMe, and though I really appreciate your concern and am truly grateful to know that my community has my back, I don't want to accept donations. Actually, student teaching is an unpaid internship. I'm not losing any income due to this ordeal, thankfully. My wish is that you donate any amount that you considered sending to me directly to Yazan and Mahmoud's families. They are living in occupied Palestine, surviving a genocide, and they need your help way more than I do. I also sell prints on my website, and 100% of the net proceeds of my prints for Palestine are donated directly to their families. If you still want to support me directly, though, I have prints and original pieces of art on my website. Our struggles are interconnected, and I know that I stand on the right side of history. I know in my heart that looking back on this moment in 20, 25, even 50 years, that I'll be proud to have stood for what I know to be right. I'm only going to resist even harder. As Egyptian-Canadian-American author Omar El Akkad says, one day, everyone will have always been against this.